The dashboard is a great way to view your progress quickly and cleanly. Use it to keep on top of your team's activities. And reports show you how you're doing now and can also help you forecast your sales future. With it, you can see where you can improve so you can keep closing more deals every month. In this video, we'll take a look at how to read your dashboard, read reports and trends, uncover where improvements are needed, see how your pipeline is performing, and review won and lost deals. Buckle up, you really don't want to miss this one. One of the most important parts of sales is keeping track of the progress. While the activity-based sales pipeline of TeamWave helps you stay on track of each deal, you'll also need to keep an eye on the bigger picture and see how the whole team or a specific user is doing. For this, we recommend our dashboard. You can filter data in your dashboard based on different criteria such as time range, pipeline, and users. Using the dashboard allows you to have the most important information right in front of you to help you and your team succeed. TeamWave's reports not only present you with your typical numbers and such, but it also presents it to you in a way that allows you to get some really invaluable insight into why you're seeing these numbers. Heading over to our reports section, we've got ourselves several metrics here. Before getting into these reports, keep in mind that you can specify the time period you'd like to look at. Also, if you have multiple pipelines, you can either view them all at once or one at a time. Let's look at our won deals here, narrowed down to last month. This bar here is telling us what the average number of won deals is for each of our TeamWave users. These averages are automatically calculated by TeamWave based on the trends and usage of yourself and your team. The more you use TeamWave, the more accurate these averages and metrics become. So most of our users here have won roughly near an average on a monthly basis. In fact, look at Cake here. This go-getter has won more deals than his fellow TeamWave users. This is of course just by the number of deals that are won. You can also view these by the value of the deals. In fact, look at that. Ulrich has won some of the more valuable deals, even though he's closed a fewer number of them than everybody else. Perhaps Ulrich is doing a much better job of upselling his products to his clients and can pass his wisdom to the rest of the team. Speaking of products, you can see their productivity, if you will, by clicking on the Buy Products metric. Here, you can see which products make it into deals, and you can see the value of the products sold in these deals. We can also narrow this list down by user. Just as I thought, Ulrich managed to pack in multiple products in his 2 won deals. Heading back to deals won by users now, here in the bottom of our report, I also have summaries of my team's won deals. I can, for instance, see who's winning the highest value of deals on average, at least within this time period here. Won deals can also be viewed chronologically. This same chronological view can be expanded on or configured to give you data based on volume or value. So see, Cake here's won 4 deals back in the 4th week of the month, which is 3 deals more than what everyone else managed. Ulrich, on the other hand, has been falling a little behind on average it seems, but at least he's been picking up the pace in the final week. Now the same thing applies to deals that you've lost. You can access the same kind of metrics for both your lost and won deals. So now you can find out who the biggest loser is. Losing is not to be taken so lightly, right? So I also want to see what stage these deals are in when they're marked as lost. Looks like most of our deals get lost in the first stage of the pipeline, which is pretty standard really. But these metrics will help you determine not only where in the sales process you could improve, but also who is improving and not improving. See how I can narrow these lost deals by user? Looks like Ulrich's numbers are okay, Cake's are good, but Komera, what happened here? Looks like he's losing deals all over the place, or at least no one else is losing as many as he is. So maybe it's time to give Komera some TLC to find out what we can do to improve his performance through the sales process. Now here we also have the ability to view our lost deals by their lost reasons. Pretty insightful stuff. Lost reasons are required to be given whenever you mark a deal as lost. These lost reasons can also be configured in your company settings. Admins can provide predetermined lost reasons for teams to select from, or you can allow everyone to write customized reasons. predetermined lost reasons get their own individual graphs, whereas custom written responses are summarized in the other graph. And these again can be narrowed down by user. Now let's head over to the pipeline performance section and check out our deal conversion metrics. These essentially will summarize your won and lost deals together in one comprehensive report. Now this is only tracking deals that have been marked lost or won. Deals that are currently open are not counted here. Open deals are tracked in deals progress, which shows deals in specific stages of your pipeline. Going back to our example, we're winning more than we're losing, which is pretty awesome. And then these here are our conversion rates of our stages. To best explain the numbers, look at it this way. These are essentially tracking the movements between different stages and the success rates of these movements. Whenever anybody moves a deal out of a stage, it's either to move the deal to the next stage of the pipeline or to mark the deal as lost or won. Usually deals aren't marked as won until they reach the final stage, but deals can be lost at any point in this process. So from our first stage, apparently 79% of all deals manage to make it over to the next stage, meaning 21% of the deals in that stage are marked as lost within this time period that we're viewing. Now just follow the same logic for the rest of your stages. So if we've got a lower conversion rate in your more advanced stages, that's probably when you need to start worrying. Kind of like what we're seeing here in our needs identified and proposal stages. Like before, we can always narrow down the report to specific TeamWave users to see how they perform in specific stages of the sale. So we see here in the leads discovered stage, Cake is really making a killing. All of his deals that move out of the stage have done so without being marked as lost, whereas the rest of the team are falling behind just a little bit. We can also see, if we look at Preetham here, that he's having a little trouble at this stage. Now, all of this is good for fine-tuning your processes, but what about being proactive instead of reactive? Rather than reacting to the statistics, what if we wanted to make sure that our team is planning ahead to properly avoid having to be reactive? You could do this by viewing activity statistics. Here we can view activities that are completed as well as those that have been created. While you can't control sales results, you can at least control your efforts. A good tactic to guarantee your sales results is to always make sure that you complete a certain number of activities in a certain time interval. So use TeamWave reports to keep an eye on activities that your team has scheduled as well as those that they've completed. Your activities have the same kind of metrics that your deals statistics had. And that's a wrap. Our report metrics give you valuable data for sure, but they also help you strategize and fine-tune the areas in your sales process that could be even better.